situation. Sentinels send in a dog and some util though, and they're going to deny the plant altogether. But in the chaos, Texture's able to pick up one, and the nade buys them space. They can secure the site now, get a plant, and look to play after. Meteor's also snuck up behind TenZ. Didn't matter with Lakia shutting him down, and these other players now locked in towards the spawn. Up top is Zelsis alone, but there's still some fight left in Sentinels. They don't want to give this round up just yet.
Select one of these duels, and with the spot already coming in, the rest of the players line up like a firing squad, all left on to GEN.G. He's been fantastic at clutches, but it's not happening this time. GEN.G, they will take the pistol.
Of playing this outlaw. I just don't expect to see it on the attack that often, but he's found success with it right off rip. Nobody on the defense.
Player that can really go down without being too much of a detriment. And obviously getting that extra information is a decent start. Zeka finding one. That's the spike down for GEN.G as well. This is starting to get worrying.
Well, Texture's down to 13 HP as well. You know, he's pretty much... But they're caught off guard, and Zelsis and TenZ pick off both up top. That's a disaster for GEN.G. For Sentinels, I don't imagine there's too much trouble. The close range engagement, though, catches Zelsis off, and TenZ too. Looks like I should have kept my mouth shut. We're all of a sudden in a 5 versus 3. Showstopper popped and fired at random. It doesn't land, but they've got a huge advantage to play with here. Sassy needs to hold strong.
He's in a good position though. Already dropping a first, but the trade is instantaneous, keeping that huge advantage. What a chaotic start to this map already. The delay already put into position. Munchkin in a good spot, has a teammate alongside him, may not even need it, and it's going to be MasterCard Thrifty straight back. In the early stages have made mistakes. All right, TenZ, that's one hell of a start. They've still got a couple of rifles. It's definitely not the prettiest of buys, but...
he's forced out of position, that paranoia. It's landed on the players further up, and one was blinded. Caught by the trap, another now inside, and well, he's gone. 2 kills with a classic for Zelsis. He's being wrapped on, at least a chance to shut him down. One that they must realize. Meteor, there we go. It's a connection with 12 seconds left, and the spike's gone up into heaven, dropped, even if the last kill wasn't found. At least in his mind, but the paranoia is kept in the back pocket, now burned up to go towards elbow. Here comes the blast pack from Zekin. He's towards the side, picking up Karen, and Zelsis had opened up the rest, leaving Meteor alone, doing so much damage. It looks like Munchkin was able to catch an angle, and with the snakebite landed, that's buying a little bit more time. TenZ has to run for the hills now. There's no time left with another found. They're keeping in their back pocket for the eventual fight. A paranoia is still to work with. Almost every piece of utility, that the big ones online. One flash just popped by Sassy, but Meteor turns. The blades are used up. Look, they're not finished pushing. Lakia went charging forward, even though his teammate had fallen back, a little disjointed from GEN.G, but Munchkin capitalizes on the chaos, picks up 2, and keeps having control. That's a huge position for them to play with, and now Sentinels even send Sassy back to reclaim it, buying so much time as only GEN.G's on the site, flanked out and distracted by Meteor. The clock is running down. Munchkin late flanks up through heaven, and the classic flank's awkward. The knife kill is in, but it's too little too late. Again.
Sentinel and Viper. It's never easy to get past this util, but they're beginning to predict it, and now they have to try and clear the players.
A good trap by GEN.G, a little closer, 12 seconds left, and there's still some harassment on the site. GEN.G drops the spike, 8 seconds left, but players up in heaven surely not able to deny. No nade, nothing to clear them from position, and the fight's going towards GEN.G. Oh, Zekin, full HP, but one hit to that outlaw. TenZ, one hit to damn near anything. Zekin closes the distance, but a shot to the head from Texture pretty much seals the fate of this one, with TenZ having 2 players to drop, and Munchkin way ahead of him on that fight.
A lot of utility to try and shut this man down, and he's not taking a lick of damage. Zelsis, though, the timing here could be everything. He's got it nigh on, perfect! Looks for a big play, and he's found one. 2 kills down, the first time they've really managed to catch them off guard. Texture falls, and just 2 remain. Meteor looking for a move. He's at least gonna get one, a quick snap back. Make this one a little bit competitive, and the man they're up against has been insane.
Heal through for Zelsis. It's not gonna be an easy fight on any front. He's choosing the harder of the 2. Just 1 player towards the spawn. Whoops. There we go. 1 player towards the spawn, but 2 up top. Make that 3 now as they come into position. No snake bites. That orb only going to block vision, maybe add some decay, give him an opportunity, though, to play up top with the shorty. I like him trying to create some opportunities, but...
And they're going straight back to the bread and butter. The A take has been fantastic. TenS has been able to delay them at least a little bit, and the Seekers are going to give things away. The nade from Zekin is good as well. They've got off to a strong start.
Yeah, the util through from Sassy as well helps out. They're blinded and paranoid by TenS, who's now making his appearance up top. Boombot through, it's found a player, and the bullets soon follow. Only 2 left standing for Gen.G. A healthy recovery for Sentinels towards the end of the half. It was looking a little bit shaky, but they found their footing now. And actually, I maybe even spotted both players there. I'm not sure if the dog got far enough through that wall to see Karen, but either way, they'll suspect it. Spike on the floor, and they'll attempt to take it. Problem is, Zelsys has stood on the other side of that smoke. Sassy up top, spraying away with him. With 50 seconds left and 5 players to take down. Well, we said the last round was a bit too big of a task. This one, good luck.
Protect the KD at all costs. Munchkin can't really hope for anything else. Looking for the fight, and TenS is just being an irritation at this stage, just placing smokes in his face. This is all just a formality. No hope for this one to go wrong for Sentinels, and they will at least close out the remaining cup.
That's a spot that you have to check on the way out. For Sentinels, you imagine they will. John QT, look at him. You see him in the X-ray just sneaking past towards the screens. They'll never expect him to be in this corner. And the steps heard on the rotation back. Oh, this gap is absolutely massive. No way that Munchkin could expect it. But does he expect someone to be on the site? He could think that's the only player. One guy in screens coming back to check there's no one and running back. This all makes sense. For Texture to be here, though, oh, they'd have to be ever vigilant to see it. And now he's got an opportunity to trade it back further. It's huge from Texture. Completely bamboozling them. 10 seconds left, a nade on the floor, a blast back for the fight, but Zekin still wins it. 5 seconds, they need to plant it now. If they can deny this, it's done on the spot. Karen does well to find one, and there's the follow-up. Gen.G with another round, the pistol injecting some rounds. It's a very unusual position. Lakia can flash up from down below, and Munchkin can always have somewhere to fall back to. Oh, no, with his knife out, that's a big mistake. Now they know at least there's another player on site. They might even have heard them in screens, but again, they haven't checked for this extra man. Lakia tucked in the corner. Sentinels, 12 seconds left, and a 1 versus 2. They've bought themselves the space to plant.
Yeah, the one thing for Karen is he doesn't currently have a weapon. And everybody dying around the window means that he might even have to put himself out into the open to give this one up. The reposition as well from Zelsys is sublime. It would have to be an instant headshot.
Another on Lakia, 1 nade on Texture. No paranoia, some smokes. The second just came online for Karen, and one's just been popped down. Here comes the showstopper, though. That's the big gun on the other side. And Sentinels find the opening with it, but there's a response. Gen.G equalize things, catch them on the rotate up through heaven, and drop the spike. 20 seconds left, and the nade buys even more time. The rotation now from Texture as he realizes they're going to want to hightail it, move to the other side, but look, he's already here. He's ahead of them with 10 seconds left. There's no time for delay. They need this fight. They need to win it. And they have just about 5 seconds. 4 as he reaches the side. It's too late. They've bought enough time. The spike plant doesn't come in. This Karen's waiting arms. If he wins this at first already, that's another nail in Sentinel's coffin, and he's back. He's just creating some space and not getting out alive. In fact, sticking around for another fight, but TenS doubles up.
That's a big double kill. They've still got to deal with Munchkin, though. Might not be expecting a third player within this site. Poison orb up. He's going to be able to isolate the spike. Already dropped to the ground. Good trade, though, from John QT again. Bringing things back into an even scenario. The clock not so low this time, but Lakia already making a switch up. He's going to play into the orb, has a flash ready to go straight out of it. It is being watched though, but he drops one and gets both! Lakia steps up!
A little bit of damage, but not too much. Sentinels not deterred from their aggression. Another player on site now. 4 players from Gen.G here ready to fight. Meteor the first to take it, and he won't stop! 3 kills already! It's left it all to Sassy, and it's done just like that! Gen.G, 3 push C, 2 push B, retake A, but hold on. Sentinels try to take the fight through them to wrap all the way behind, and now end up coming back as a death ball, eliminating Texture, but the trade stayed good. Gen.G in a 4 versus 3, grouped up in 2-man squads. It's a good spot to play from. Meteor tagged, Karen not too healthy either, and the head popped up. It's whack-a-mole for Meteor with both down and only 10 standing. This pistol looks to slip out of Sentinel's hands, and just like that, it falls into Gen.G's.
This is Definitely a risk, a gamble. But we know they can pull it off! A little bit of a Bucky play to kick off the round. Munchkin with a nasty surprise. We've already seen this in the first map. An early back and forth. We know that Sentinels can do it, even with just the pistols. The C's fantastic, even put in onto a snakebite. Lovely combinations from Sentinels.
I believe they even, before Zelsis went down, he threw in a nano, so you just had so much damage being issued on that spot and no escape. The 1-0 challenged. And for Gen.G, getting back through won't be easy. They've already expended all their big utility. Sentinels have the numbers, and with these weapons close range,
it's gorgeous.
They have a lot of potential, more so when they can see you through the walls. A great reveal from Sassy to get himself the kill. Karen down extremely low as he emerges from that smoke. It's easy pickings with Texture the last alive. He doesn't stand too long either. It's not in what they've thrown out, it's what they're preparing to throw. 4 players towards the angle. The first drop, the snakebite deep, but a little late. Lakia, good for 1. The damage done, it's still recoverable, but that makes it a little harder. With Munchkin down, they know Karen around this angle. There's not too much that we can rely on Gen.G to finish off.
But the fact is, Sen are happy to just play patient. A second round again where they're using Sassy as this luck.
What?
Meteor, though, he's just executed him. And Karen's managed to get a kill as well.
He peeked stairs, and now he's up top suppressing fire. The guy's got 42 HP. He swung out wide. Paranoia hadn't quite landed just yet, and that's a little disappointing. It could cost him a lot of time on the way back through, but it seems he's relatively confident that they'll play towards the site, inside that pit. In fact, the lockdown is going to be used here and now. They have to open the door to run away or emerge from that ult, and the timing. Oh, it was so close to seeing Meteor fall. He catches John QT on the other side of the wall. Zelsis is standing and now spotted and taken down. A sensational clutch for Meteor.
Has sat around. There's still a showstopper available here for Texture. He might be able to deny them, but he goes through, takes a risk and is caught by Zelsis. Karen still in position. 15 seconds left. It's getting late on the clock. The timer ticking. He's waiting for someone to go for the plant. They've done it right in front of him. Knuckle hit him, and because of that, he's able to drop 2. Surely it's too far gone. Karen takes this round into his own hands, and Sentinels, they've been flabbergasted, flustered again by just 1 man on the site.
For Meteor, he's going to take that way out here and now.
He got dinked.
Oh, 10 HP. It's dangerous. The nade from Texture might delay them slightly, and he has a showstopper to work with. He's sticking around. That nade actually landed perfectly, and now the showstopper comes through. It doesn't find the kill, though. A battle in the air, and Second takes it. The site now under threat with Karen responding. Meteor's big gun shows up, and he's got the little one out as well. The one from the bundle. Won't be able to use it with 10 HP inside that smoke. He just backs off. Posts up with the operator again. The snakebite's coming for him. He's got to back off, and he does. A 3rd kill. Oh, a sliver of health. The snakebite will eventually drop him. But John QT's got 2 more opponents to take down. 1 on the way with an ult in the back pocket. I don't know if they'll use it. There's 12 seconds left. This is where we want to see him stick that plant. Oh, but there's no chance with Lakia lining him up through the wall.
The fact that Sassy has his ult again, not going to be used to fake it, as he instantly catches both players. Though has already made it into the corner. They've got to be careful of this. He's done this before. We saw this yesterday. Wins the first duel, but the trade is immediate.
30 seconds left.
I was hoping for a little bit more in the crossfire, but Meteor doesn't land the first, and now caught by some utility. He's brave.
Spike planted.
Sticking around on that angle to look for a fight. His teammate's miles away. If he goes down, the save call might be made. No, but he doesn't go down. In fact, he sends them skyrocketing into this round with Sassy alone. Lakia. Oh, he wants to just contain him, make sure he can't cross out to main. And now he might have. He'll be in the back of his line. They're split on the angle, and Sassy isolates 1 to second, right into his crosshair, matching that of Meteor for a Red Bull clutch.
And confident that he'll hit the shot. Obviously, his teams have also sort of stacked it up over on the C side. Utility being broken, still a chance, but just look, 2 players already. The Meteor goes through. He spots the majority. They're not, oh, just about. I thought that he might have flicked away. Karen's still here though, but he'll be traded out and back again, leaving it all onto Zekken. 25 seconds left, trying to fake out the plant, but Lakia not wanting to overextend. They've pinged exactly where he is, and Zekken's gonna go hunting, gonna try and take this man down and do exactly that. He's also got a flank coming in from Texture, but already He'll make the realization that this is going to be a push towards the B site. He's actually going to go running in. That's the thing. Texture instantly puts the nade. He has to try and stick this. May even go down to it, just 25 HP. But Zekin's still standing, still holding on. Texture just sticking it though. Already gets it to half. And looks to try and bait him in. He's got so much time to play with, and he has to go back! But Zekin lands the shot anyway! It's a back-to-back Red Bull clutch for Sen!
Earlier on in this tournament, Texture with a pistol over on Split, emerging from a smoke, 4 shots, 3 kills.
What?
Got 1 through the smoke already with TenZ dropped. And Sentinels, in this last round on their attack side, find themselves in a disadvantage due to a scrappy early A fight. Oh no.
Oh, the timing is perfect! Toxin's down. Good trade from GEN.G though. They needed something extra. They needed to bring that back to at least within contention. Going to be that impactful if your opponent has a lockdown.
Especially on this side, Tom, you can very easily box them in, and the only way out is it's a long run. Probably not getting back in. There it is. Ultimate ready. You hear the voice line called. GEN.G probably wants to use this a little closer so they have an escape. And in fact, very aggressively used. Immediately look at Gen.G's adaptation. They come pushing in towards the spawn angle, but that's where Sassy's waiting, and the orb's obscuring him for just a moment. It's a beautiful angle. He can even get out of here, but they drop it to take a fight together, destroy the lockdown as well. Clinical play from Sentinels, leaving Karen to do it all, and he doesn't stand a chance. Sentinels have earned their way, fought their way back up to 7 at the half.
No. Give it away. There's a couple of players here. Zekin does have his nade available if he wants to try and deny them. Instead, he's just going to spam, and he's taken out Lakia.
Sneaking into that corner as well. It's a beautiful crossfire if they do emerge onto the site. Deep smoke stopping for any C aggression. Turret watching the push up on the other side. 2 players on C as well. Sentinels have no worries on that side of the map, or B. But A, on the other hand, has come under threat. They've lost Robo control. They've seen players here, and they're making a quick reaction with a 3-man rotate onto that actual site.
So well placed for this push. TenZ of smokes has made it awkward again. Already though, Munchkin's able to trade one back. The paranoia's missed, and Sassy's going to try and capitalize off it. But Munchkin lands another shot. Even gets a fight onto TenZ, who's low. Somehow they're turning this. They've got to get that spike down. Snakebite into position, but it's not going to deny. Karen just holding, at least for the moment. But Zelsis, again, is going to be able to bring this back. Both players low, but Munchkin just isn't missing a beat. He hits his 4th kill of the round, and just whenever. End up in a retake, but there is a chance that this might be stopped by Zelsis.
Well, there's the nano activated that's on site already. 1 thrown through to delay even further 10 seconds. Time to get that plant through. It's got to be safe in the corner. Got to wait a little longer after the nano runs the clock down, and that is a very tight plant. I think he's just about got it, but no spray coming through on the other side. That was 0.1 or 0.2 of a second by my read, but just about close enough to allow it to come through. But with Texture down, the numbers thin even further on the attacking side. Now the defenders, I suppose, of this site. 1 found by Lakia. Meteor needs some impact with this, and he'll find it. Another kill, but he's 4 HP. 1 against 2. The nade hunting him down. So too is Zekin. 8 found for Sentinels.
And Zelsis with his utility, but also with his Odin at the back. Hasn't been revealed. He's sat patiently waiting with his gun in hand, and he's going to win the fight again. Oh, even look at the spam through. He's done a lot of damage to Karen, but he's just buying time for the rotation. You don't really see plays like this every single day. Sat at the back with the Odin in hand, and he's just going to go the sun on his own.
TenZ on the other side of this smoke has GEN.G covering the cross, but Karen's already gotten up close. A shrouded step that wasn't expected, and now Nightfall gone all the way through. GEN.G 13 HP, but he fades into the corner, and now he'll be able to get his health back online. Even notices the Nano Swarm chasing him down. Snakebite now landed right on him, and he's jumping forward.
Oh my
caught
God.
by another piece of utility. This time the alarm bot. Sassy almost had it, but he's caught. Oh, it's Zelsis in on the Odin, picking up 1, and he's got his lockdown in prime position. Another swing, and a player spotted. Only 1 to root out of that Viper's pit. And Munchkin's already given up the angle, essentially. They're running for the hills. As Zelsis steps forward, he'll catch Lakia, setting them up to close this out, but Munchkin falling. It's Zelsis' round. Their idea, the direction now brings them towards B. Smoke up, and a good kill as TenZ is caught out of position. Nightfall through. And that is going to slow them way down. Keep the information in their hands, allow Zalsis to go in spraying, and Second does much the same. This one's done. Karen in a barrel. Players spotted one up close and even suspecting one near the switch. Zalsis has a lot of information. Oh, and even the kill on Lakia. The blind fire pays off. Karen's in danger too.
That maybe Sentinels aren't expecting. Never mind. Sassy makes the play, but gets caught out. Even still, though, Meteor's found another. Somehow this round has become competitive. 30 seconds left on the clock. They still have themselves a lockdown available. The spam might actually just about get rid of it. It's still online, at least for now, surviving an extra second, and they haven't been able to put the pressure on. Tens has got another. GEN.G with one more. Leaves it all on to Karen. He's on 1 HP, and through the smoke, GEN.G will close it. We don't know what they've got on the defense. We'll have to wait and see. Second, though, already looking to take that initial space. Again, the utility from the initiators is sublime. Sets him up wonderfully. That shock dart has done so much damage. Zeken's almost dead as well. I don't think he's got anything else to throw at them, but they are slowly making their move forward.
Here comes a recon, just came back online from Lakia. It was used at the start of the round, now buys a little bit of space. Zeken down, and Texture emerging from the smoke gets caught. They know there's a player in the corner, and they'll look to isolate that fight up close. Munchkin does well to find another. The advantage stacked against Celsius, but the spike is down, and he knows it's not being diffused. Sometime bought, but 15 HP. One more bullet's all that's needed, and it should be only seconds away. With Lakia's third, Gen.G find a first. Much damage. As we see, Sentinels have got shields on everybody, the full 150. Those pistols, weaker weapon spams, could be able to take him down already. Texture's able to pick up GEN.G. Lakia on another Karen. Munchkin, everyone's got their bite of the pie. It's just Sassy left alone. Viper Wall wasn't there. Viper Orb, same thing, not there. It's just straight up fights. Players spamming through the smoke, putting them low. Now they found Sassy.
No dash, no escape. They're not going to expect him to be here, though. Not expecting him to stick around, because now he has delivered them a rifle.
It's being guarded, though. Lakia's not giving it up. They've lined up for the double, the triple for Lakia. GEN.G, well, he'll find one unaware. That's a rifle to be retrieved, but in comes Munchkin to close that.
Pressure, but he's not shying away at all. Maybe he should have done. Zeken's removed him and taken the operator.
A reveal there would have been huge. The spam through the wall after. Nothing to be found. It's a swing out from Zeken, confirms another kill, and Tens answers up. Finally, it looks like Gen.G have been left in the dust here on the defense, and with Munchkin falling, that's confirmed. Karen, 1v4, the first is his. Pulled back a star, but, well, that's going to be quite a while before that's up and online. Trying to bait out the op, but he won't hit the shot. Snakebite up and over. If he's anywhere nearby, it'll take him down, but playing ahead of it, GEN.G spots him.
Just going straight back in for this play in towards the A site. And again, no fear out from Texture. This time he will catch it, but it's a player that can be brought back. It's going very differently this time around, though. They're being destroyed.
It's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. They baited him in. They thought they baited him in. He bites, but he takes it with him. Zeken down, and he's sticking around. Texture's not going anywhere. Eventually he has to fall back. The flash is good. Was that a leg or a spam from someone else? Indeed it was a spam from someone else. Lakia, who's now down on the floor. The ult used by Meteor, 1 spotted, 2 spotted, and 2 taken down just like that. They saw the final player. They know exactly where he is. Nothing slipping past Gen.G right now. Not able to get past the trap wire. And on the site, there's only one man. All alone is Karen. Off the smoke to give himself a safe haven to play from. And they're trying to root him out. They suspect that he's in this position. And Celsius has got him on the running spray.
It's whether they expect anybody to be in A main, though. Lakia might be the snake in the grass. It does seem like they're watching that position now. Enough time has gone through. Has to be an instant win on this battle. Otherwise, it's definitely going to become problematic in terms of the time. The thing is, though, in terms of finances, Gen.G can definitely afford to throw some players into the win. Munchkin looking to lead the charge. The time, though, is ticking. Texture has already found one, but surely this round has to be going the way of Sentinels at this point. But it's more so, how many players do they come out with? The answer is 3. A solid hold.
Cross in mid, drone clearing it out, and the pressure on. Lakia's close to the wall. Meteor's already rotated through, albeit he's only got 0 HP now, never mind, not 40. But there's also Karen on the side, and they've managed to chop and change some of these fights. He's in a little bit of trouble there, but it looks like it's going to be fine with Sentinels crossing the site, grabbing the plants, presumably for free. Tag is received. Hunter's Fury is popped. Push up by Sassy. Line the headshot angle. One by Texture with 2 kills and a third. He retook it all by his lonesome.
Straight in towards this B site for Sen, desperately looking for a third round.
Nice shot by Texture. That's 4 in a row on that off. He's making a highlight reel of his own, and still to be dealt with. All 3 players spotted. The info there. Bladestorm in the back pocket. Sprays are in, forcing them into this angle. The shot didn't actually land. The Bladestorm only doing marginal damage. Eventually, Tens falls, unable to be rezzed back anymore, but Sassy and GEN.G keep it competitive, keep it in Sentinel's favor now. And they know exactly where Munchkin is. Snakebite towards the back. It might force them into Texture, but they go the other way. And Sentinels handle every battle perfectly, but they did. Got to witness history already with Sentinels challenge heavily, and Meteor.
Ration could be caught. Karen waiting, watching, not going to be checked. Looks for the second, but Sassy will take him down. Even still, though, it's bought enough for the rest of the team to make their way in towards that A site. Sassy hoping maybe he could hit something with a miracle shot or a shock dart, but instead, they're aggressive to try and take him down. Left on just 40 HP.
He has done damage to the other side, though. 68 and 40. Obviously, Meteor tagged up in the earlier fight. Munchkin now in danger. One of the few full HP players goes back, opens the door, and is going to try to bail. Snakebite chasing him down, but he's out. And he'll close that door right in his opponent's face. That buys a little bit of extra time as he turns around to the bridge, ready for the fight. Munchkin wins his, and Meteor, that's a triple. Once these players round the corner, it's classics waiting for them. Decoy leading the charge, spotted by Sassy. He's ready for this, and there's the finish on the earlier shot out of the Marshall. Damage done to Meteor. He's actually going to use his ulti already, thanks to a fantastic performance in early rounds. He's already diving in. Oh, close, but that's a mistake. A mistake that Zelsis punishes and leaves GEN.G in a spot where he could get this done, but the first player lands.
Find a pocket, get a little bit aggressive. They've got the better buy here, but already not the greatest of starts. Sassy does trade, but he takes damage. And Zeken's aggressive position should be revealed. He's going to try and play ahead of it.
Oh, and there was cover as well, just in case the wide swings came through. That was through the wall. That was blind fire.
Where is it going?
Second, and Texture's got another up top, aggressive, still with a dash to play with. And Zelsis and GEN.G backed into a corner. All their credits on the line. This defensive side has a decision to make. Carrying 2 weapons forward wouldn't be that useful, and it won't be possible. Not with Texture on his 4th kill.
Zeken's going to try and get aggressive, but this time it's a B-execute. They're looking to end this quickly. Straight into the site they go. Sassy has at least kicked it off with an opener. The spike dropped for a second, and Meteor desperately low.
But that doesn't deter him. He is still going aggressive and swinging into heavy traffic. Only the one to be found. But with Tens on 5 HP, those pieces can be picked up by someone else. Texture, Munchkin, and Karen. It's the util from Sassy. The swing from Karen is good to start. Another for Texture, and there's only 2 on Sentinels left. Sassy does well, but they need to get on this spike, force these players out into an open fight, and it's Sassy to look to punish. GEN.G gets it half, but they're both extremely low. The time is running out, and now it's gone. History for Korean Valorant.